This is a subject that scares a lot of people, isn't it? One of those controversial topics. I don't think it's a science that's very well understood, generally speaking. Let's have a definition, shall we? Genetic engineering. The deliberate manipulation of the characteristics of an organism by manipulating its genetic material. Let's look at some of the pros of genetic engineering. Crops are currently being genetically engineered to obtain new strains with better nutritional qualities and increased yield. Biotechnology, the science of genetically engineering foods, can be used to create seeds that are resistant to pests, seeds that can survive harsh climatic conditions. Biotechnology can slow down the process of food spoilage, so we can have fruit and veg with a longer shelf life. Genetic engineering can improve the taste of food. It can be used to produce new substances, new nutritional substances. It can be used to increase the medicinal value of food. All sounds good, right? Well, there can be undesirable side effects, like contamination of genes in crops, and genetic mutations can lead to allergies in crops. And there are other undesirable side effects too. Just do a little bit of reading and you'll find that out for yourself. What about human beings? What about genetic engineering in humans? Well, human genetic engineering has potential. Genotypes can be modified. The potential to create a certain type of individual is very real. Genetic engineering can be used to boost positive traits in people, and negative traits can be suppressed. Certain horrible diseases could be eliminated through genetic engineering, which would be a wonderful thing, no doubt. I understand why a lot of people are disturbed by the idea of engineering individual humans to be a certain way. I understand. I'm genuinely disturbed by it too. Manipulating genetic material could be detrimental to individuality. It could hamper diversity in human beings. So it could be very bad for our species, potentially. It's a difficult subject to understand for a lay person like myself. I'll admit that. But I do my best. And I feel it's something I should be aware of. There's been a lot of ill-informed debate over the years about genetic engineering. The media has to be blamed to some extent for this, making up horror stories to frighten people, you know. Surely a noble goal of genetic engineering in humans would be the elimination of genetic disorders. And there are so many disorders that destroy so many lives. Genetic engineering has the potential to lessen the suffering of so many, enhance the quality of life for so many. But of course, the potential for evil is there. And it's a far greater potential than most people realise, I suspect. So there is risk involved with genetic engineering. Is the risk acceptable? Well, life's a risky business, isn't it? I mean, zero risk is completely unachievable. Risk assessment isn't easy. You have to ask and think about important questions. With regard to genetic engineering, you have to ask things like, can we predict the medium to long-term effects of genetic engineering? What are the potential costs? If things go wrong, are we going to be looking at colossal hazards? Could this science cause irreversible damage to the environment? Things to think about. I find this subject, this issue, to be both exciting and disturbing. I'd like to know what you think, though, about genetic engineering, I mean, especially human genetic engineering. I'm interested to hear what other people have to say, so feel free to post comments. Feel free to express your opinions, folks. And I will see you next time. Peace.